Hello and welcome back. If you are just tuning in, Giants are leading 10-7, and this is the fourth. 15 minutes to go, and third and
Third
fifth.
and fifth. Dak's got the ball. Dak throws it down, and it is blocked by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. Right off of his back. As if from what we saw up here, and the Cowboys will have to punt it. Yeah, as you can see right here. Good coverage. He covers Dez Bryant. And, so he bats it off. What a block.
That was a big block.
And Dez Bryant is normally not somebody who's easy to block like that. But what an effort by this Giants defense.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if he was trying to catch it or if it just fell, though.
That certainly would have been a big play. And Cowboys punt is going down. It looks like it'll be at the 30-yard line. Harris has got it. Harris trying to find a way around lateral, and he's taken down at the 34-yard line. So the Giants will start at their own 34. Have to get another touchdown. Still lead the game with 1 quarter left, but if they're going to want to stay in this game and prevent Dak from throwing the ball down. As also, forgot to mention, we look here, Eli Manning and Sean Lee are nominated for Walter Payton Man of the Year for their efforts in the community. Certainly class acts of the game. And the winner will be announced after the Super Bowl. So stay tuned to that. Eli Manning has been nominated several times. And certainly the service they've done will not go unnoticed. 1st and 10 from the Giants 34. Eli gives it to Paul Perkins. And Perkins will be taken down at a gain of 9. And we were just talking about this before, but you could see some images here of Eli and Sean Lee. Eventually we'll have some images of Sean Lee, but here's Eli, definitely giving a good service to the community.
Lee too. He gives a lot of camps to children, teaching a lot.
2nd and 1. Well, Perkins again. Perkins with the first down.
Yeah.
And it'll be just about at the 41, if I just want to see. But we'll have to go back to that. And Eli and his no-huddle offense going right back on the field. And if we've been noticing before, he's been going back and forth with McAdoo. There must be, I think we had word earlier that there was something wrong with their the helmet. The equipment was going wrong. They couldn't hear the plays.
Yeah, I heard the replacement helmet wasn't working either. I think they're just going for the walkie-talkie right now.
1st and 10. Perkins with the first down, a gain of about 20. What a run. But there's a flag down.
There's a flag.
So we'll see if it's on the Giants. And if it is, then the play will be taken back.
Holding, number 73 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat.
Holding on Marshall Newhouse. And that'll definitely put them back. And that's not the first time. As you can see here, there it is.
Yeah, he's been flagged for pulling before. So
yeah, and that's something that this Giants offensive line has struggled with all year. And Eric Flowers is also another example of it. Mm-hmm. Just that safety he gave up in the last game against Pittsburgh. But that definitely will cost them, as it's 1st and 20 now.
Yeah.
Eli with the snap. Throws it to Sterling Shepard. Shepard goes down. What a gain. A gain of about 19. What a run. And then that's definitely a play they needed after.
2nd down, too. That's good. Looking good.
And as you can see here, the rookie, Cowboys rookie, we can pull him up on the roster. Anthony Brown just missed him, just by the feet. Well, what a catch by Sterling Shepard. For a rookie, he has made a decent amount of his catches. 2nd and 3rd, Rashad Jennings, and he'll be stopped right in his tracks against the 2nd-ranked run defense in the league. And that's another thing we talked about. This Giants the run game has been ranked 31st prior to this game, and the Cowboys' run defense is ranked 2nd. But they're doing some job, especially in this 4th quarter. They definitely got their wake-up call by now.
I think so. They're just trying to keep it there. They don't want Dallas Cowboys to go ahead either, too.
3rd and 2nd. Eli throws it. Odell Beckham's got it right at the 40. and that'll be another first down. And certainly Beckham's been the main difference on this offense. Eli with 3 turnovers prior to this, but Beckham with the lone touchdown for the Giants with the 61-yard run prior to that. But there's Brandon Carr looking frustrated.
It's surprising how much Beckham has done. It's just 24 years old, guys.
First and
Young
10.
guy.
Eli thrown to Victor Cruz, and he'll be stopped by Anthony Brown, the rookie, as I mentioned earlier before. They got payback for that. And there's McAdoo again, as we just saw with the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, going the old ways, right?
Not so convenient, but being it's a no-huddle offense, I guess it seems that Eli would have no problem going over there.
Yeah.
2nd and 6. Eli is going to run it again. This is Rashad Jennings. Rashad Jennings with the first down, and he'll be taken down at the 23rd, Cowboys' 23rd-yard line. And as you can see here, and Sean Lee was on that play too, right down, but just missed it.
He went to defense from the wrong side. That was a good play.
And there's Sean Lee again. 1st and 10. Eli with another run to Rashad Jennings, and Jennings with about a gain of 2. 2nd down.
Yeah, Michelle DeMoya.
Yeah, we'll edit over that. We can just cut the audio.
Yeah.
And just have her report.
Yeah.
Interesting enough. So yeah, we were right. They are talking through the walkie-talkies. Second and 9. Snap to Eli. Throws it, and it's picked off by the rookie, Anthony Brown, as we mentioned before. Well, we kept talking about him, and then he comes up with the big play. Said how he was frustrated with Sterling Shepard, and now he gets his big break. And Eli, it was intended for Victor Cruz, but look at it play just in time, and it'll be Cowboys ball. Welcome back. If you're tuning in, we just saw an amazing interception by Anthony Brown, the rookie of the Cowboys defense. And it is now Cowboys ball. Dak Prescott will get another chance. 1st and 10. Throws it to Elliott, and Elliott will be stopped with about a gain of 5. And here's the replay of the interception. You could see Anthony Brown had a lot of coverage right there.
Wow. That was amazing. Amazing catch by Anthony Brown. Look at that.
And right down, and
look at that face.
And that'll be the Giants. It'll be the Giants' 4th turnover of the game. 2nd and 6. Dak gives it to. Oh, it's a fake. Dak throws it down, and it's caught.
Wow. Do you think Cowboys are gonna?
By Williams. And here we go. It's been interesting. This has been an interesting play because we've seen all season Prescott has been relying on Elliott, the run game, and that's absolutely he's done an amazing job. But we find ourselves in an interesting situation. They're playing one of the best run defenses. I mentioned before that the Cowboys' run defense is ranked 2nd, but the Giants are no slouches either when it comes to run defense. They've been doing the work on Elliott.
Yeah, they have. They've done a very good job today.
1st and 10, and right there again with the it was Harrison on the play. No, and that must have been the difference. That was totally the difference in the first game between these two teams in Week 1, with Elliott barely having any room to move around against this Giants defense, a defense that where millions of dollars went into it, and they've certainly ranked a bottom 6 defense in the season prior to this, but ranked in the top 15, and they've done a tremendous job. 2nd and 11, and incomplete, and the ball's going nowhere. Intended for Des Bryant. And let's take a look at the Giants secondary right here. As we mentioned before, we've seen Rogers Cromartie doing right there on Cole Beasley. Landon Collins with a career year, only his second year, and he leads the team in interceptions. And then right here, this is the Janoris Jenkins interception. Certainly a game changer right there. And then Dak Prescott throwing it down the field and getting intercepted again, which was intended for Des Bryant as well. And Des with no receptions in this entire game. Very unusual.
Right. Yeah. Maybe he's out of it. He's just cold.
3rd and 11. Throws it to Elliott again. And Elliott will go down with no gain. And it'll be 4th down. And what a time to display how well this Giants defense has been doing, the secondary. But that'll be Kennard with the play. Just tremendous work that the Giants organization has done.
Look at that.
But as we've seen, the Giants offense has been struggling for the game with Odell Beckham with the lone touchdown, but Eli forcing 4 turnovers. You go punt it down, and Odell will be the punt returner this time instead of Harris. And Odell catches it, and he'll be down at the 32-yard line, the Giants 32. And Eli Manning and his no-huddle offense will get another chance. And there we go. Oh. I'll cut that. As we see, if you're tuning in to Thursday night, we have the Los Angeles Rams and Seattle Seahawks, 7:30. As you can see, the two owners of each organization, John Mayer on the left, Jerry Jones on the right. 1st and 10. And it'll be Perkins about stopped at the 32-yard line.
Yeah.
And again, the Giants, as we said before, the run game for the Giants has been the difference in this second half compared to any other game. And as we said before, ranked 31st in the league. Well, they've done a tremendous job. And but it's time for Eli. But Eli can certainly get more out of his receivers in this game, as if any game.
Yeah.
Second and 9. Pass to Perkins, and Perkins with no gain. And that was Sean Lee on the play. Makes the tackle. And as you can see, we'll have the replay right here. Yeah, and then Sean Lee runs right down on the left, and opening right down there, he has nowhere to go. What a play by Sean Lee. It's good communication.
Yeah.
And then 3rd and 11 for the Giants. And throughout this game, Giants have been struggling on converting on 3rd downs. But for some reason, they've converted on 4th down, ironically. I guess that's just the trick. And then Perkins again, he runs to just a yard short of the 1st down. But the Giants will force themselves to punt, it seems. It's an interesting. Yep, here comes Brad Wing. And the Giants have done this all game. They've made 4th down, but with 2 or less yards to the 1st down marker. So it's an interesting situation. They need to get the scoring opportunity. So you question why not just go for it. And Brad Wing, and he's tripped up.
Oh my.
You think that ought to be a penalty. But no flag on the play for roughing the punter.
No flags. Well, that was a good tactic.
That certainly could have been costly for the Cowboys, putting him back. And as you can see right here, certainly, no call on the play. For tuning in next week, the Cowboys will be in Sunday Night Football once again next week against the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers who have actually won 5 straight. Under Jameis Winston and Mike Evans. And
Cowboys
as you see,
have 11 wins. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how tonight goes,
as well as the Lions, 5 straight wins. The Vikings being first in that division in the beginning, and the Lions now.
Yes, surprising. It's very surprising.
And Elliott stopped at
2nd down.
2nd down. And there's Olivia Vernon giving the little signal. Steve Spagnuolo and this offense, as we talked about, and this defense, my bad, as we talked about, has done a tremendous job right there.
Yeah.
You got Kennard on the play and Olivier Vernon with the tackle. He's certainly the talk of the trade deadline over the course of the summer, as he has the biggest contract out of everybody on the defense.
Yes.
Prescott. And if he's going to be sacked and that ball is going nowhere, intended for Des Bryant, Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
Des Bryant's out of his game today. I don't know what's happening with him.
Yeah, no receptions still at this point in the game for Des Bryant.
Yeah.
We've definitely seen a different player in Dak Prescott. We've seen him just able to avoid the defense and avoid the pass rush. But for some reason, it's this Giants defense that seems to have found the Achilles heel for this Cowboys offense, who's been explosive all year in beating, let alone beating the best defense in the league, the Baltimore Ravens, prior. 3rd and 8, caught, but it's going to be short by 1 yard. And the Cowboys will be forced to punt from here.
They're in the 4th down, 4th and 3rd.
Correct. And as you can see, the top offensive line unable to stop this Giants defense that has been relentless the entire game. And I think we were talking about before, it must be the cold.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're cold.
You got snow on the ground. It's
been a cold week too, so maybe they are just a little chilly. Look at that. He's definitely cold.
See if it affects the punt.
Let's see.
And it goes away, and it goes. Probably it'll be at about the 28-yard line, and Odell on, and he'll be brought down at the 33.
Yes.
So the Giants will have another opportunity, as we saw before. Eli threw his 4th turnover, so it'll be.
Yes, that is true.
As you can see, here's the division standings. Dallas currently leads, but if we actually think about this, the Giants can win this game, and still, and if they win this game and win their last 4 games, then they're in a position to win the division. But also, Dallas has to lose their last 4 as well.
Yes.
1st and 10.
They're trying.
They're
all trying.
Yeah, certainly. And that's always been the talk for the entire season, is the Giants are 2nd in the NFC East.
Yes.
But they're not out of this. We talked to Coach McAdoo before this, and he mentioned that the goal in mind is to win the division.
Yes.
Even then, they still have the top wild card by a long shot.
They do.
With the remaining schedule, they play Detroit the next week, and then they play the Eagles and Redskins to cap it off. And and Lions having the 2nd best record in the NFC will certainly be a challenge. But for the Redskins and Eagles, they're looking at 2 games that they can definitely win to keep the top wild card spot.
It's the 2nd and 1.
2nd and 11. And is almost intercepted by the Cowboys again. Eli had been struggling to finding his receivers the entire night.
Yes.
And the Cowboys don't like that play. And as you can see here, Rashad Jennings in the backfield. And Eli throwing it to the left, almost intercepted. Trying to pick out who is intended for. Intended for Sterling Shepard, the rookie.
Yeah.
3rd and 11. Eli is going to run it. Gives it to Rashad Jennings, but he's brought down about 5 yards short. It'll be 4th down, and the Giants will be forced to punt from their own side of the field.
Yeah.
And then there's Dak Prescott throwing it down and intercepted. That's the play by Janoris Jenkins earlier. Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, 6th game.
So Beckham with the lone Giants touchdown. Then certainly the game changer. And Dak Prescott with the fumble forward, but recovered, as we saw earlier again.
Yeah, that's
2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in the entire game. Brad Wing comes out with for the punting team, and Dak Prescott warming up. Cole Beasley will be the return man for this play. There's a snap, ring, the ball almost blocked, and Beasley with the catch, and he'll put it down at about the 23-yard line. And as we can see all these stats, the Giants have actually been productive. Last year, they lost 6 games in the final quarter, but this year, as you can see here, they've certainly have more luck with the closing drives, and that was definitely the struggle with Tom Coughlin's team. But McAdoo has certainly done a job with this Giants team in only his rookie year. And being Aaron Rodgers' quarterback coach, and then Eli's for the last 2 years, he certainly worked with some of the best players in this league. And it seems like they're not using the walkie-talkie anymore.
Yeah, it
as
seems
we saw
like
earlier.
they fixed their helmets.
First and
Good for
10
them.
for the Dak. Prescott in trouble. Olivier Vernon on the play, and it is almost picked. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, but it is not caught. Just dropped it. Almost an interception. Once again, and Prescott not happy with that play. And as you can see here, right in his arms, but his knee, he was out of bounds before he could hold possession of it. And then the refs are, not a turnover, as all turnovers are reviewed. Is none. It won't be reviewed here.
Yes. 2nd
and 10. Prescott looking for his man and is caught by number 25, Dunbar.
Yeah, it's a 3rd down too, so they
now
keep trying to
down.
get some more touchdowns, but it's not getting to them.
Yeah, and as the Giants defense has not allowed the Cowboys to even enter their zone, and from what we've been seeing in the 4th quarter, and they've just done a tremendous. And I will say it all night. This Giants defense has surprised us.
Yeah.
All night, they're playing like they're the top defense in the league, only holding them to 7 points, which was scored in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, they keep trying. Cowboys keep trying to go.
Caught by Des Bryant, but it's dropped. It's a fumble. It's caught by Landon Collins. Collins will go down at the 43. But the Giants say they have it. And as I mentioned before, all turnovers are reviewed, so we'll be taking a look at this. It'll be a huge play for the Giants. And that, as we said before, Des Bryant with no receptions, and he remains the first catch he has in the game. Fumbles it.
No.
It's picked up by Landon Collins. Only 2nd-year safety, but he's having some year, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Des Bryant certainly frustrated with that play, wishing he can take that one back.
Yeah.
And with only 13 seconds to the 2-minute warning, the Giants can hold on to the ball and work the clock around.
Des Bryant will regret that. Look at that. He has it. He doesn't have it.
And it drops
it's
right
gone.
out of his hands.
It's like you lost a candy bar. Yes, you lost it.
And as we mentioned before, the refs will be reviewing it.
Yeah.
And we will...
It's not a good day for the Cowboys.
Now we will figure it out.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down Giants.
And it is official. It is a fumble recovery, and the Giants will keep the ball for another set of downs. As you can see here again, if you're just tuning into us, here is the play made by Janoris Jenkins, and then Landon Collins with the recovery. And that was Bryant's first reception of the whole game.
Yeah, first fumble.
You could see see by this, Bryant has been does not drop those balls.
Yeah, it's with his first fumble in 39 games.
Those are catches he normally makes. Yeah. 1st and 10 Giants, and will run it, and he'll be brought down with a gain of 5. And Jason Garrett will take a timeout. 2nd and 7. And we'll be running it again to Perkins, I believe, on the play. No, my bad. Rashad Jennings. And brought down 3rd down, and the 2-minute warning has been reached.
Yeah, they have 2 minutes left.
And as you can see from the highlights, it's been one crazy game. Not a high-scoring game by any means. This game has been all defense for both teams.
It's all defense. They just want.
And
They're
we're
just
back.
gonna leave it there.
And with the 2-minute warning, coaches cannot challenge from here on out. So any mistake by either team will be certainly, each team will wish they can take those back if they are made. 3rd and 3, my bad.
3rd and 3.
And running, and Rashad Jennings will be brought down, so it'll be 4th down. And the Giants will let the clock run out. We want to take as much time off as possible, so to prevent the Cowboys from throwing it down the field. But as we also see, Dallas took their last timeout right before the 2-minute warning. So they will have to throw the ball out of bounds if they are going to stop the clock at all. And Giants still waiting to run the clock out. They will take they'll run the play clock out as well, as there's 7 seconds left. And it's an interesting situation here as well, because the Giants they could go for 4th down and just keep the ball and run the clock out longer, or they could punt. But the problem is, if they punt, then they run the risk of punting the ball into the end zone and putting the Cowboys at the 25. So the Giants are going to want to keep them at least at the 1-yard line at best, as far back as possible. But it looks like the Giants will be going back out. Eli Manning is running back out onto the field.
Yeah.
So now the question is, will they be going for it? But at the same time, they're going to run the clock out.